This is One-on-One with Jasper Cole, Hollywood's bad guy, and so much more. Actor, talent manager, producer, and more. Now he's sitting down with today's top newsmakers from entertainment, politics, pop culture, and beyond. This is One-on-One with Jasper Cole.
Woohoo! All right, bitches. Hello. Here's another episode of One-on-One with Jasper Cole. And guess who this is? Your host, Miss Jasper Cole, coming to you live from Hollywood, California. We are at the wonderful Temple-based studios. There's a lot of history here. Allegedly, Gone with the Wind was scored here. I don't know if that's true. I mean, you can make that shit up, right? It could happen.
Who's verifying?
There's nothing verifiable.
Okay.
You can Google
first
it.
of all, I feel like back in the day of Gone with the Wind, this motherfucker was an apartment building.
Probably.
It
was
not
probably
a studio.
brothel, right? Well, listen, the voices you hear that are not in my head, well, actually, they are in my head. I am so excited today because this is like a family reunion. It's like Le Freak. It is, or is it Le Chic? Who is that?
Chic.
Whatever. I'm white and old. Yeah, I'm over 50.
It's okay.
I'm lucky I know what a podcast is. We were trying to do Instagram earlier, and I didn't know how to do a live
I don't know
story.
how to do any of
But
that
I
shit.
have people for that.
And my daughter, who's from the Valley,
Right. She should
always
know.
like, she grabs my phone. She's 16, and
Right.
she's always like, "Ugh, give me the
Mom.
phone. Ugh, so annoying.
Okay, so this beautiful voice you're hearing is the multi-talented comedian, Miss Kim Tavares. Hey, gorgeous.
Thank you.
I'm
I
so
love
happy
that
you did this.
Say the kid, they're gonna be like, "Who the fuck
No,
is that?"
no.
No, they're gonna Google you.
They're going to Google you.
And when you Google me, it doesn't-
Tavares.
Yeah, but it doesn't have any of my comedy.
Well,
the one
Yes, it
comedy
does.
No, the one bit I had, I was doing a Christian play,
Oh,
and
that
I
was
said
your first
fuck
mistake.
in the I know.
You said
and they
fuck.
made me take it off because they were like, this is a play that's leading people to Jesus, and somebody saw you and said, no, I saw her on YouTube, and she said, fuck, she's not a Christian.
Okay.
So I took it off.
Oh.
So now I don't know how to put it back on. So
Cheryl Underwood carried a big purse and
Yeah.
said cocksucker
Yeah.
for 30
Right.
years and ended up on the talk.
Yeah.
And she's a Christian.
I
Bless
know.
her heart.
I was insecure back then. I don't give a fuck now.
Okay, we have to bring in our other illustrious
Yes.
guest. Believe it or not, Kim is old enough to have a son who looks like her man.
Yeah, kind of he does.
Please welcome another comedian, Mr. Kameron Torry. Hey, buddy.
Hi, how are you?
You know, this is a comedy family right here because there's a lot of lineage with comedy. Your father is the wonderful
Joe Torry.
Joe Torry. Your
He's a
uncle
Hall of Fame.
is Guy Torry.
Guy Torry. Not Hall of Fame, but he's
And
a
your
comedian.
mother, the most famous of them all, is Kim Tavares.
It's Kim Tavares.
Yeah.
And then, Kim, you have two really wonderful, successful nieces,
Yes.
actresses,
Chelsea Tavares and Kylie
Russell.
who are
Yeah.
just blowing up.
Really?
Both of them.
I know.
And a shout out to their mom, Robin.
My sister.
Who's-
she
she's
made it
the
all
momager.
happen. Yeah, she's a momager.
She was the original Kris Jenner.
She's also a really good
She
singer.
was.
She was Kris Jenner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She just didn't
Original.
Whore him out.
whore him
Yeah.
out.
There was
She
no
didn't have a
sex
sex tape.
Yeah.
Do you think she could? It's too late.
I think we should. I think no.
I
it's
think-
never
I
too
think-
late.
Yeah.
You guys could have been the new Kardashians.
We still
Actually,
can
you
be.
still
And
can be.
I'm Cameron with a K.
That's
so
right.
that's the first step right there. All
Yeah.
the K's.
Now, have you ever thought about a reality show for real?
Yeah,
Seriously?
well,
Yeah.
his dad had some bullshit going down.
No, and then so did your
A few
friend. Didn't
years
your
ago.
friend have some bullshit?
Yeah, and Sherry Shepherd had
yeah.
another. Like, we were in a couple of
Yeah.
reality shows that we filmed shit, but
Yeah.
it
And they never went anywhere.
They-
So we should do it.
You guys should do like a
should.
sizzle reel. Put together a
Yeah.
thing. So, because between
We
all
should,
the
because
generations.
go to his room and do
Yeah.
it.
Which, by the way, Cameron, tell everyone about your comedy
So,
room.
Yeah, so I have this room. it was supposed to be every week, but then I was like, you know what? I want to be
Fuck that.
a comedian, not
and
a
he was
fucking
like, this
promoter.
is too much fucking
is a
work.
lot of
Yeah,
work.
it's
This is
too
some
much
bullshit.
work, and I was like, and I'm not fucking getting paid.
No.
So I made it once a month. It's a very good room. I bring a lot of funny comedians on. It's called Trippy Tuesdays. It's at the Haha.
What's
First
the address?
Tuesday every first Tuesday
It's
of
on
every month.
Lancashire, right?
It's on right off of Lancashire. Let's see.
It's in like the NoHo
the NoHo Arts District. Yeah.
Didn't Kim Whitley used to do and Dave
Yeah,
Arnold
they did.
used to do a show there?
Kim and
Yeah.
Buddy.
Oh, Kim and
Yeah.
Buddy.
They
That's
stay-
4712 Lancashire Boulevard. And
And it's this Tuesday.
Yeah, this Tuesday.
coming
I'm going to
8:45
show. I'm going
showtime.
to perform.
okay.
Get there
I-
early though, because it does get, you want to be able to get a seat.
Now, does it? Are there? What time does it actually start?
It start. Or,
Yeah.
I say
Yeah.
8:45
But
because
you're lucky
I like
if
to
you
start at
see-
around 9:30.
Because I like to get
9-ish.
there when it starts.
Yeah.
and then leave.
So just come
Yeah.
later.
So
That's
come at
right.
like 9:15.
9:15.
But 8:45, please. That's So
Now,
I
how
can get the show
is
started.
there a
before
website or a place for tickets? or-
Instagram, if you DM me, my Instagram's Cadillac Cam, KADILLAC_KAM. You can DM me on there and get on my guest list. That way you only have to pay $5. If you're not on the guest list, it's $10 at the door.
Oh, wow,
Yes,
that's
there's a 2-drink minimum. It's not that expensive. Come out, have a good time. And if you're thinking that's like, 2-drink minimum
Yeah,
and
but the
$10,
drinks
then
are
you know
only
what?
like-
Then don't fucking come. I don't
Don't
want
come.
cheap
You can have
motherfuckers
coffee
there
or something.
that,
Well,
you
it's
know.
going to cost you the same.
Yeah.
as,
Yeah,
The
so-
water's
highball.
$5. I'm sorry, guys.
But you can
look,
leave at an
you're coming
AA
out-
meeting and still come, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
just have
absolutely, you can.
Yeah.
non-alcoholic.
Yeah.
Non-alcohol. You can get some of they have food, so it's 2 items.
It's nice.
You know.
Yeah, I remember going to see Kim Whitley.
We went together.
I think we went together.
Yeah.
That's cool. Well, congratulations
Yeah,
on that.
thank you.
And Kim, people can follow you on social media.
Yeah,
just
Kim
Facebook and
Tavares. Yeah.
Instagram.
I don't do anything special on there.
No, but they want to reach. Well, after this, everyone's going to be
Oh,
trying to.
true that.
Where should the bookers
True
find you?
that.
I mean,
The bookers can find me.
I mean, the comedy bookers.
Well, yeah, I'm
not the-
actually going to I'm doing a show at the Comedy Store this Saturday.
Oh my God!
And
Is
I'm
that the first time in a
No,
while?
I've been there in the belly room
Okay.
a few times, but I'm getting ready to showcase to get back in the main.
Okay,
And
so,
I don't know how it's going to go.
So
gonna go
20,
good.
20 years ago, when Kim and I first met, so Kim was.
Mitzi died. And
Who-
I was,
Mitzi's
you know,
dead. Yeah,
if she was still here, I
Mitzi.
wouldn't have a problem.
That's right.
Put
Mitzi
her
loved
on.
Kim.
I love her. She's fucking funny.
So Kim would take me with her to the Comedy Store, and we would sit there. First of all,
Remember, I always had you in that booth.
we'd have to deal with all the bitter comedians.
Oh, in the
that
back.
Yeah,
My booth?
It was a VIP. No,
Oh.
I don't know where. It was it was Mitzi's booth.
It was
actually.
Mitzi's booth.
But I always knew when she wasn't there when I was there.
smelled like Ben Gay.
Yeah,
when
Ben
she was there.
Gay and Valium.
Yeah.
And
Valium has a smell.
Well,
Well,
it was her breath.
yeah.
I love her. God
No, I
rest.
loved
Is
her.
it too soon?
no, it's not.
Okay.
She
Let's
would
never-
love
year.
this.
Never too soon.
She would. She thought I was too. When I would talk to her one on one, she would be like, "Be more that. You're too polite on stage." But I wasn't. I still gave a fuck back then, so I was trying to impress.
She
now
thought
I
you were
don't.
too polite.
On stage, not
Oh.
off stage.
Oh,
No,
because you
off
were
stage.
pretty.
I was, yeah, but
good.
she thought I could be more, which I am now.
Because your great influences we talked about is Joan
Joan
Rivers,
Rivers.
who you like
love
the
her.
insult comics like I do,
I like
right?
the real.
Do you like Don Rickles?
Yes.
Yes.
Fucking racist.
Because you always
motherfucker.
knew with Don.
He's racist.
Yeah,
But I don't care. He's honest about it.
but you think he was racist on stage and maybe not
Hell
off stage?
yeah. He could be.
Maybe that was a character he played.
No, that was
No, he was a racist.
But he was born
Well,
in
he's dead.
1914. I mean,
Right. So
we couldn't vote until 1962. So yeah, I get it.
yeah, but like in today's world, that's why I'm drawn to like Kathy Griffin, Sarah Silverman. These are sort of caustic, people who
Yes.
call people shit.
Well, they call people out like, okay, like there's something in that woman who Yolanda Van Sant fixed
Yes.
my life. Okay, first
her
of
whole
all,
life exploded.
First of all, bitch. Okay.
Yeah.
How are you going to fix a life in 30 minutes?
Right.
Okay. First of all, you look like you eat butter beans, bitch. And it looks like the only thing you know how to fix is Oprah a sandwich. Because,
Right.
you know, Oprah gave her the show.
And
She's
well,
on
she
own.
had everything, and then she lost it all and came back.
Yeah, well,
So
crack will do that.
nobody fixed her life, did it?
Yeah.
No.
No.
And
I don't
Oprah kind of, they had a falling out.
Well,
apparently.
they had a big falling out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she lost her home and her husband and all that stuff.
Crack.
Why are we worried about? Fuck her. She has a show
I know.
on OWN.
She does.
But I do TiVo it occasionally just to fast forward. She had the Braxton sisters on.
Yeah, Tamar walked out.
Tamar's a hot mess. She's really a hot mess, isn't she?
I like her, though.
I like her. I like hot messes.
I do,
Cameron,
too,
are
'cause
you
I'm a hot mess.
attracted-
Fun.
So in the dating world, did you like that no segue?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
In-
it's
in the-
perfect.
in the
It's
dating
like,
world-
shut the fuck up, Kim.
Right.
It's
It's like my
Cameron's turn.
stand-up.
Yeah.
Are
No
you
fucking segue. Just here's the next joke.
are you attracted to sort of like dramatic women?
You know what?
Hot messes.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like the girls that are bad for you,
Uh-huh.
and
Want to be rescued a little bit?
yeah, not really want to be rescued, but the girls that I shouldn't be with are the ones that I tend to go after.
Right.
And then the good, nice ones that I'm supposed to go for, I don't know. It's just like I just want to be their friend.
They're boring.
Yeah.
But those are the ones they say you marry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
and
you
you
save
just
them
have
for
sex
later.
with the other
yeah,
ones.
exactly.
Yeah. Although the
Well, no,
good
you
girls,
have sex with all of them.
right?
You just, you.
Well, the good girls now give it up easily too, right?
It depends.
They'll give a
Well,
blowjob
because
that's not really sex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
No,
Yeah.
I just
No,
sucked
and that's
his
the
cock.
thing.
Yeah.
No big deal.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And it's funny
That's so
because I had
overrated too.
Yeah.
I can't.
I
I have
know.
TMJ. I have.
Don't
it's
get me
really hard for
started.
me.
I can't talk.
And a gag reflex,
Yeah.
which is really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's funny because I had a girl tell me one time that it was exactly that when she gave me head and I was like trying to, progress. And she was like, "Oh no, this is the first time we're hanging out." But I'm like, "But you just had my
sent me
penis
naked
in your
pictures.
mouth and." We're in my bed. I don't get,
Whoa.
Mom,
whatever.
close your ears.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but
She needed a safe zone
but
because
I
she's
was
at
just
that
like, dude,
generation.
your tits are out.
Right.
You just gave me head.
Hey.
I just don't know.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
too much.
But how old are you now?
I'm
Kim?
24.
So you're 24.
I'm 24.
He's a
Yeah.
grown ass man.
Now, are you considered a millennial? No. Are you?
No, I
You're
think I
millennial.
am. I think
Yeah.
No,
I am.
Aspen's a
No, Aspen's that
She's
other
something else.
generation
Oh, she's the
bullshit.
Generation XX
The
fucked
Tide
up.
Pod eating
Oh.
motherfuckers.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Tide Pod.
Yeah. No.
That's right. They eat the Thai thing.
The challenges.
I did
are just-
regular shit when I was that age, like, try to smoke weed out of a light bulb or,
Right.
Yeah, but not
normal stuff.
Tide Pods and shit.
Yeah.
you
They're
know?
eating.
Yeah,
You
but
remember
here's
when
the
you
thing.
found that? The light bulb apparatus that I had?
Yeah, he had all kind
Yeah.
of stuff. He could stay in
smoke
school.
weed out of a
better
light
make
bulb
it.
as a vaporizer. What you do is you put the weed inside of the light bulb. You take out all the little light fixture
But he
shit.
forgot to unplug it from the lamp. Motherfucker almost got electrocuted.
No, I'm not stupid like that.
Wow.
So what you did, because everybody's like, how do you smoke weed out of a light bulb? So now I got to explain, is you'd take all the light bulb shit out that makes it light up. You'd put the weed in there. Then you'd attach a straw inside and tape it around. And since the glass is so thin, when you pull the lighter into it, it doesn't burn the weed, but it vaporizes it. And
This is like a
yeah.
science
Yeah.
lesson and
Yeah.
everything
I fell
in one.
asleep. Is he
Yeah.
done?
I mean, that's amazing.
No, and we were having
so
this talk
cute.
the other day. Addicts are the most creative motherfuckers you
Hello.
can find. They will find a way to get high,
no
Yes.
wonder.
no matter what.
Yeah.
So, you know
At,
what I mean?
at all cost.
At all
Yeah.
costs.
Yeah.
Well, there's addicts are
So I'm-
not just substance people. Addicts are just some people that
to just need.
The
but I was just
addictive
saying,
gene can go in many
Yeah,
different ways.
exactly.
But
Yeah.
if anybody's ever running out of creative ideas in Hollywood or whatever, go to a fucking AA meeting
Oh,
and
yeah.
find
Yeah.
some of them junkies and
Yes.
shit, and they will tell you, they'll give you the most creative shit you've ever heard of, shit you never even thought could be thought of, they've done it. So,
I used to go to AA meetings just to listen to the stories and then feel better about myself.
Right?
Yeah, I thought, and
Right.
I thought that was fucked up. 'Cause
No. Don't you? I did that.
I thought that.
I would go
thought
to
the same
Al-Anon just to be superior.
thing. And then some of the stories, sometimes I go because I was bored and I just
Right.
wanted to hear some of the stories, where the guy was like, I remember this one time I heard this guy saying, and I knew it was time to stop drinking when I was on the porch and I was masturbating. And my 9-year-old daughter's friend came up to me and asked me if I could make her some Kool-Aid. And it's like, my dick's in my hand and she's
What?
trying to look
Wow.
up because she really wanted some Kool-Aid. And I'm like, you know what? This drinking shit needs to stop. And it was that point I knew when I had my dick out in front of a 9-year-old that the drinking needs
This reminds
to
me
quit.
of my
Wow.
growing up in the South with my relatives.
Well, I got kicked out of AA.
That's when you know you're
Well,
bad.
when I had my 2 kids and
Oh,
Aspen was
yeah,
like
she
2,
kept crying.
and she kept crying and throwing her bottle at
Yeah.
the speaker, and they were like, "Bitch, you have to go."
They
and
don't
take
allow
your
kids
bad
at
ass.
AA?
Well, it
Not
said kids,
bad
but
kids.
apparently not my colored children. Yeah.
Oh.
Well, Aspen's not colored.
Well, I'm her mama,
She
so
looks
she's half.
white. No, but she looks like a
Well,
little
Kim
white.
is
I'm
Portuguese.
I'm Cape Verdean, which is
Right.
from Africa.
Yeah.
The Cape Verde Islands are in Africa, so I'm probably more African than all these African motherfuckers.
Have you done the DNA test? 23andMe?
I don't need to.
Right.
Yeah.
But you might be one of those people
I'm
that
afraid
you
to
might
do
be a
that.
surprise though.
I know,
People
I
do
might-
that and they're like
I know, and be like, "Bitch, what?"
You're
No, but
Irish.
you could be related to like somebody really rich.
I'm
and then
afraid
you
to
find
do
that
that.
out, and you're like, I'm a.
No, I feel like that's the way the
beneficiary.
government is trying to get our.
they have our DNA.
That is
Yeah.
They already have our DNA.
Bitch,
They have everything.
you were, and they start
And then they just
accusing
accuse
us
you of stuff.
and it's like, but I wasn't there. Well, your
Well,
DNA was
because we put it there.
Yes, hello.
Right.
See, I'm
Conspiracy
old school.
theorists.
I don't trust. See, the millennial and the Gen, like they're gonna be
No,
bamboozled.
we
the
watched
thing is, I
OJ.
feel like- I
We
feel
grew
like-
up watching
That's
the
right.
OJ trial.
That's right.
I feel like they have your DNA. Like if they really want your DNA, I mean, come on,
Nope.
it's the government.
They didn't think about
just like the same
saving
thing with
my
the whole Face
placenta
ID
20
when
years
everybody
ago.
was like, "Oh, I don't want to set that up because then the government's gonna have my face." I'm like, "Don't you have a fucking driver's license? They have your
Yeah,
face.
I know, but
There's
it's
the fingerprints.
getting easier.
They have it,
Right.
So
I mean,
Yeah.
that's
you know,
So what is your point of view in your comedy act, would you say? Do you talk politics? Do you
I talk
sort of,
everything.
everything?
I talk whatever's on my mind, whatever's bothering me, and I feel like I gotta talk about. I talk about.
Right.
My main goal is trying to wake people up and get people out of this sensitive fucking bitch ass politically correct. You can't say this, you can't do that, you can't. It's like, what does this world become, dude? You can't do nothing. It's no fun anymore. I want to bring the fun back.
Right.
You know?
Everyone's outraged.
Yeah,
about
you
everything.
can't-
I'm-
you do anything, and it's just like, oh my god. It's like, dude.
Well, that's what I was saying about the safe zones. I was reading where in colleges now, there's certain colleges, they have safe zones where you can't talk about politics or you can't disagree with people because
it's too much.
they will be really upset about it. And
Fuck that.
you know, our generation parents
yeah.
raised all these, you didn't, but they raised these like snowflakes.
Yeah.
Little bitch. Yeah.
Yeah, they're
No,
so
I didn't.
fragile. No, you didn't.
Why? Yeah, no, he's not a snowflake at all.
No, between her and my father.
Yeah, and his dad,
yeah,
he's
Yeah.
he's like Malcolm X.
Yeah, Guy
You
did.
know,
I mean,
he's-
Joe
yeah.
and Joe.
Yeah,
didn't
they're from
take any
St.
shit.
Louis, honey.
No.
And I'm from, back east.
Back
not
east.
hardcore.
And it's fucked
but-
up because my brother is a snowflake. Like,
Is
you
he?
know,
I know.
he took
And
it
so is my
easy on
daughter a
him.
little bit.
He
How
didn't
old
get
is your brother?
whoopings. He's 16,
Oh.
and like he does some of the shit. Because when I was little, I was like, and the shit. I was like 10, 11, and I was cleaning the baseboards and shit and getting whoopings all the time. And I was
With
like,
a
I can't wait.
toothbrush.
It
His
sounds
father was
fucked up,
strict.
but I'm
It's
like
military,
yeah.
like.
I was like,
Yeah,
I can't
it
wait
was.
until my little brother has to go through this shit, and he never went
'Cause we're
through any
tired
of
now.
it, dude. And I'm like, what
Dad
the
is
fuck?
retired.
He says
dude?
the same thing with his
Yeah.
sister because they're the same age, his
Right.
brother
Oh,
and sister.
right,
Yeah,
right.
Aspen. Yeah,
Right.
And they get,
Yeah.
and he's like, how come? And it's like, because we're fucking tired.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
I'm
like, what the fuck?
56.
I
Yeah.
got grounded
bitch
for like 3
Wants
months one
to
time
stay
for
out all
doing
night.
out.
It's on her. Bye, bitch.
Bye, bitch. She'll survive.
Yeah.
It'll build character.
Go to McDonald's
Uber
in the
and
morning.
shit everywhere. I had to ride my bike or
She
take the
Ubers.
bus. They didn't have Uber. It was.
Yeah. I don't
like
you wanted
Uber.
to go somewhere, and my mom.
Uber's scary
sketchy.
because I'll be that
Thank
one
you.
that they lock the doors and
Yes,
drive
listen,
off.
because just because they do a background check does not mean that motherfucker is not going to chop you up and put you in a
No.
basement because he passed a background check.
Why would that matter?
Right?
Pilots are like crashing planes
thank
all
you,
of a sudden.
on purpose.
They had a bad day. No, I
Yep.
don't.
No.
Whatever happened to walking your fat ass somewhere?
Exactly.
I mean, okay. What about these bird scooter things?
I see
I've seen those
everywhere. What is
bullshits.
that?
Someone needs to shoot
I don't
those
know.
people.
And then I see these things on Instagram. Make money while you're sleeping. Become a bird charger. And so you charge the birds, but then people know, so they're going to be knocking at your door like, hey, like 7:30 in the morning, like, hey, I need my scooter. I heard you're charging it up. Like, what?
Oh, but you charge them anywhere they are. You
No,
don't-
but you become a charger. So they send you the stuff, and people drop off their scooters.
Oh, hell
and
no.
you exactly.
No, but you drop
To
them
your
off.
house?
Yeah, to your
no,
house.
but you drop them off in different places.
Well, that sounds like a lot of work. Then how are you making money while you sleep?
Well,
if you gotta do
first of
shit?
all, these ugly ass scooters are laying like in people's front yard.
yeah, and then they just leave them. You can just leave them
they're
wherever,
all over
I
the
guess.
place. They just look like,
Yeah.
what is this? I didn't know what it was till like 3 months ago. I was walking.
Neither did I.
In L.A.
Yeah, and I saw
went up.
one.
I saw this guy come up, and I was like,
I know,
hey,
it's
Sonny.
weird.
And he took his phone out, and but first of all, the germs and all that
Everything.
shit, nasty.
But what's like in 10 years? What's it gonna be? That's what I wonder.
Yeah, and then they're
Like-
riding on the sidewalks and
Yeah.
running people down in Santa Monica
Yeah,
and Venice.
it's horrible.
And they go in the street, then they're in your way.
But it was a genius idea,
It
whoever
was.
came up with
I'm
it.
trying to think of something that's a little better before
Yeah.
someone else does.
But how come the city, they don't have to they can just come into a city and
yeah, and here's the thing: they don't have to wear a helmet or anything. Like
No
people can
liability,
Go, I
though?
know, none.
I bet when you do your
You say
sign up,
agree.
you agree,
Yep.
and no
Yeah.
one's reading.
Nobody's
that.
reading the terms and conditions that long.
Until they're
thing
like
with-
in court.
Yeah.
Until they're
And they're-
paralyzed.
Yeah, and
right?
they're like, and it's like, bitch, you
you
agreed.
signed
Yeah.
it.
And it was
Sorry.
funny. South Park actually had an episode. I don't know if you've seen it
No.
called "Humani Centipad," and pretty much what it was Steve Jobs. It was a spoof on Steve Jobs trying to make the best new Apple product that does everything. And so it was a cross between Steve Jobs and the movie Human Centipede, which is just. Are you familiar with that movie?
I didn't see it, but I know I know about it. Yeah.
So they pretty much did that, and then they glued an iPod onto to the people's heads who clicked "I accept," and it was this big thing because Cartman got trapped into to being a human centipede, and he was like, "I didn't sign up for this," and it was like, "Yes, you did." You didn't read the terms
Fine
and
print.
conditions. He was like, nobody reads that. And everybody else was
That's
like, yes,
funny.
we did. And everybody read it. And then so throughout the whole episode, it was funny because they were like, all right, if you want to end all this, all you got to do is just sign right here. And so it was this long thing, and then he signed it. And they're like, you stupid idiot. You just did it again. You just gave us the right to keep you for life.
See,
Oh, that's funny.
People don't read.
They don't.
No.
That's the thing.
Oh, but that thing is long. Who's going to read that? It's like 36 pages of terms and conditions, man.
We do that on the internet all the time. You know, when you buy a program or something, you have
Yeah.
to accept the terms.
Yeah.
I don't have
Yeah.
time to read that.
Who
I
reads
can't
that?
see anyway. It's put
I
the
know.
glasses
Maybe
on.
we should invent an app that just
That reads your shit
pre-reads
for you.
it and just tells
like
you all the
Legal
important
Zoom,
shit.
but
yeah.
it's built
but
in.
It's just
built-
kind of
yeah.
like a plug-in that goes
Clicks-
into your
yeah, you-
browser,
yeah.
and it just
and then it'll alert you to
Yeah.
things that you should
we just
look
made
at.
some white boy rich
Oh,
right
we should-
now.
why
in
did we just
Silicon
share that?
Valley. Yeah, shit.
Yeah, because we're not going to do it.
Yeah, I don't know
well,
how to code.
By the time we get around to it, there'll be like 5 patents. on
Oh,
it or
speaking of,
something.
did I tell you we're really popular in France? My show.
Really?
90% of our listeners are old because they listen to us on a desktop. So I'm assuming they're in nursing homes in France. So let's give a shout out to all the old
Bonjour.
folks.
Bonjour.
Bonjour, s'il vous
Oui,
plaît.
oui.
S'il vous plaît.
Yes.
Yeah.
You guys shouldn't
Vale.
hate the Muslims like you do either, but that's beside the point. I know you put them in tenements, but once you put them in the housing
Yeah, that's
projects,
not very nice.
that's why they don't like you. But
Yeah.
we love you, so
Yeah.
keep listening.
Yeah, we love you, but
Yeah.
I like the
No,
fries.
no, yeah. Assalamu alaikum some more. Come on now.
I took 4 years of French in high school.
I took two.
Can't
And
speak
when
a
speak it?
word, not a word.
Nah.
No, I cheated on every test. Every test, right? You didn't
Yeah.
cheat in school, did you?
No, you know what? I didn't. School
was
was
smart.
very easy to
Yeah.
me. I would let people cheat. I gave my. I didn't
Oh,
care.
you were that
I was-
guy,
I was
yeah.
like, "Here,
he
cheat."
would help
Yeah.
me help him with his math.
Well, that's
'Cause I
the thing
didn't
about
know.
being an
I would
older
charge
parent,
for
right?
essays. I would write essays and charge 20,
Well, that
40,
was good.
50 bucks.
He was very smart.
You've always been business minded,
Yes.
which is good.
Yeah, he has.
That's a good thing. I said to you. You said to me earlier, like it's too much work for no money.
Yeah.
I feel the same way. I
Yeah.
did all my free shit already.
Yep.
I'm not getting out of bed if you
I
can't
don't
pay
blame
me.
you.
Yeah, and it's like I'll do it once a month
What-
for
yeah,
free.
yeah.
You know, because I do want to get out there. I want to work on my craft. And
Right.
It's a
You need
great
stage
room
time.
for me. I'll be able to get stage time and play around. I don't have to worry about anybody giving me the light or telling me
Right.
to get out. It's my show. So if I tell a joke and it's not going well, then fuck it. I bring up the next comedian.
Right.
And then by the time they're done and I come back up, you forgot about that bullshit I did and I get a fresh start.
Right.
So,
And you get to network with all the other
Yeah.
comedians and people come. It's just a good thing to have, but until I get more help,
Yeah.
once a month.
Once a month. Yeah. But so Kim, is interesting because now seeing this generation, like they have social media, the YouTube and all the stuff that we didn't have as performers starting out. So in
Yeah.
some ways it's a lot easier. But then I think, because, you know, as a manager now, I think it's almost harder for young talent to break into the business because everything now, not so much stand-up, but TV and film, you got to be a name already, or you know you've got to
Or
have
following.
50.
Yeah.
The
Even
following.
with stand up, like
Yeah.
followers.
No,
like,
but I think stand up, you just have to fucking be funny. If you're funny, you will, because a gazillion people do stand up now. I've gone.
Yeah.
The Comedy Store in the LA Laugh
Factory.
Factory, 3 shows a night, like packed. But
There's
it's
no big standouts.
no.
Yeah. But you came up also during the time when the comedians were getting the TV deals.
Yeah,
and
I
everybody,
got a deal.
Yeah, and everyone was getting a
Development
sitcom. And the other day I was remembering, like, you know, people got, like, Ellen Cleghorn got a sitcom. That guy who did the Platypus Man.
Yeah, a
with
lot of bullshit.
Yeah, they were giving
Yeah.
sitcom deals to anyone.
Anyone.
You don't get that anymore,
No.
right?
No.
Maybe Netflix is doing special, like
Well,
stand-up
now
specials.
they just do their own.
That's right.
Like
Specials.
now, you just do a special and
sell it
show
or
it,
show
like
it.
you say, like a sizzle, and go, "Hey, bitch, look what I got," and then
and then you get it.
yeah,
No.
But
'Cause
it's totally changed. But in terms of, I think I'm a little envious of the younger generation in
too.
terms of being able to. You don't have to sit around and wait for people to give you the opportunity.
No.
Yeah.
No. That's
no,
yeah.
you're right.
Which is great. You
Yeah.
just kind of do it.
We had to wait for we had to try to get an agent.
I mean, we did actors did theater,
Yeah.
which no one came to see,
No,
and they
ever.
still don't. But now, when I tell like a young actor, "What
You
about
did a
theater?"
gazillion plays
Yeah,
back in
all
the day.
over town. Didn't get me anything. Lost money.
But I remember that, and that was part of like
Yeah.
the late '90s.
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
everybody was doing play. My dad did a
Yeah.
play.
Yeah.
Chelsea. I mean, plays were.
That was
You
it.
know, that was it.
Before the internet.
Yeah.
And now people just look at me like, "What do you mean?" I had a young actress the other day, and I said, "I really think you should get into some off-Broadway plays." She's in New York, and she goes, "What's off-Broadway?" I go, "Well, bitch, you're in New York, first of all.
A
You know,
play
Broadway,
that's not on Broadway.
the smaller
She's
theaters."
like, no, I'm just gonna. My Instagram is building a momentum. I'm just gonna stick with that.
But no, she was like, "Well, I'm going to Iceland next weekend for my girlfriend's thing, and then I'll be in Japan and whatever." And it's like the parents give their kids all these mileage and flying because they work, they travel for their job. Then they give the kids
The
all their
mileage.
points.
Yeah.
So she's just flying around the world traveling, and meanwhile asking me why she's not getting auditions.
Cause bitch, you're not here.
I can't help you in Iceland.
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
But that's the thing about that generation is they don't even get.
There's not a hustle.
Well,
There's
I mean,
also like that's
There's very few because I'm a hustler. I get mine.
Yeah.
yeah, you are. Cameron, you've
Well,
been hustling since
but
he
you're
was
not
2.
your typical.
He had to fucking make breakfast when he was 4 because I was just too hungover.
Hungover,
So
yeah.
that's just like no, I'm sorry, I can't.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. That's how I learned how to cook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just- I
but
got
I noticed,
hungry
like,
and-
but with Aspen, I heard you say earlier,
She's a
I left
queen.
you food.
I do everything for her. I'm her slave.
Wow.
Seriously. Like, she has a tray and she gets served daily.
She has a tray.
Yeah,
I
she
have a
doesn't do
tray.
Shit.
She doesn't do shit.
So she's like at a
But she's
bed,
nice.
bed and breakfast, and she's pretty.
Permanent. She's
if
at a
she weren't
permanent
pretty, what if
bed
she
and
were
bre-
ugly? She would be.
No,
good
I
fuck.
still would because
You'd feel sorry for
I
her.
still love her. I just love her. And
Of course,
I just,
you love her, but
I
we
know,
like
but if she
pretty
wasn't,
people.
yeah.
Pretty
No.
people we like better.
Yeah, well, no, but she's
I do.
nice. She's nice. She is good to look at.
Do you
too.
remember
She's
my
beautiful.
mom who loved you, Martha? My dad
my
says hi, by the way.
Hi, Malcolm.
My mom had that theory of like she was for the underdog. You could
I
be
loved your
fat and
mom.
ugly, and she'd fight for you. But if you were pretty, you really were going places.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Like one time she called me and she said, "Did you hear about such and such? You know, she has breast cancer. She's dying." I was like, "Oh my God, that's so horrible." She goes, "Yeah." She goes, "But you know, she's not that attractive." And I said, "Well, no, that's horrible." She goes, No. I'm just saying she's used to not getting everything, and she's probably going to handle
Right.
it a lot better.
Right.
Bless her heart.
Plus, your
I
mom
said-
was funny.
I said, so if she were pretty, it would be worse. She goes, oh
Hell
my God, it'd be
yeah.
devastating.
Yeah.
Because she's pretty and
she
she's
has
going to die
losing
young.
yeah, that sucks.
So I don't know where
But
that
like,
did
if
for
you
me.
look like a fucking rat dog and you're
she would
dying,
say,
it's like
she'd say, oh, she's got the prettiest
there's a beautiful
face.
place in heaven for you. Jesus has your spot.
Maybe she's
You're gonna
tired
be
of looking in the
fine.
mirror like every day. Like,
know.
fuck. God
What
did
about
her a
this? Just
favor.
accept yourself. Love your body. Love
Yeah.
who you are.
Well, I
Everybody
love,
gets a trophy.
yeah.
There are no losers.
Yeah,
No,
there's
I
no
don't
lo-
like that shit. That's some bullshit.
No, you're fat and you need to lose weight.
Yeah, and you
But
don't try. That's why you shouldn't win one fucking trophy.
Yeah,
much
and
less the
why can't
four.
we say fat? Everyone's
You
offended
can't.
by
You can't say
fat.
anything.
What are you supposed to say?
Zoftic,
What the fuck is after? Fat. You can't say.
Rubenesque. You know, you're fat, and it's okay.
Pleasantly
Wait,
plump.
you know,
Yeah, put down the fucking chocolate
yeah.
bar.
You can't say anything.
You can't say
to anybody.
retarded.
No,
Even though
no.
that's yeah.
You
even
can't.
though
I don't
that's
like
the
that word though.
But that's
Yeah,
what it
I
means.
think
but
you
I don't
used to
like
use
it.
it in your act, didn't you?
No, I didn't. I didn't. I never liked that word. But because I don't like it doesn't mean I'm going to get on a soapbox and tell people not to
No.
do it. I just don't like it.
No,
I like the word nigga,
right.
and I say it all the
N-I-G-G-A?
time. Well, because I'm black, so I can.
Ish. Like ish.
Yeah, whatever. And but some people, black people,
Oh.
get mad at me for saying it, and they're like, "I don't appreciate it." And it's like, okay, you don't like it, and you don't have to say it, but don't put me in. I think live and let live. That's
Right.
my motto.
Right.
Seriously.
No.
And I have
you
too
shouldn't
many.
have to live your life for other people or trying to please other
yeah.
people. That's stupid. So
And you should be
yeah.
accepting of people.
And there's bullshit too about thou shall not judge. I
all
judge all
judge.
people judge all day
all
long.
day.
What is wrong with that?
Exactly. Like if I'm somewhere and a guy is looking sketchy and he's coming at me, I'm going to judge that he's a crazy motherfucker and get my pepper spray out and spray him. Right?
Yeah, right. Until you have a baby with him.
And then, yeah.
Then you know things.
But-
But you can't judge a book by its cover.
But everybody judges.
That's what I mean. And then this thing with in the Bible, revenge is mine, saith the Lord. Well, if it's good enough for the Lord, it's good enough for me because I think revenge is the greatest thing ever.
It
Don't you?
is. Yeah.
I love
Except-
karma.
Well, but whenever you're ready to get revenge on somebody, you don't care anymore.
Right, I
It's
do.
like I want it to happen when you did me wrong, not 10 years later when I'm not thinking about it.
Right. But
Then
it
it's
is
like-
nice 10 years later when you see that they're homeless.
Yeah, you know what?
Right, Cameron?
I saw the when I was in 17, I used to work at Mr. Cecil's California Ribs. It was a rib joint
Yeah.
in Sherman Oaks, and I sold weed too.
Oh, good for
Yeah.
you.
So
Always the entrepreneur.
Yeah.
So I had some
you
kids
got-
meet
yeah.
me in the back. I sold these kids weed before, but this time it was a setup, and they had other kids. It was like 6 people, and they jumped me for fucking $20 worth of weed. It was a gram for 6 people, and they jumped me.
They beat you up and took the.
Yeah,
In a way,
they
I
robbed
mean,
him.
it wasn't a beat
But he
up,
couldn't
beat
do a
up,
police
'cause
report because they robbed him of the weed,
Yeah.
Right.
and he was 15 and black, so he would have went to jail.
Oh, were they
17.
black also?
They were black and Mexican.
Black on black.
Yeah.
Oh, in
Yeah,
Mexico.
so-
Well,
so-
yeah,
all
well,
bets are.
yeah,
Yeah.
that was a no.
Yeah, they wouldn't be let
So-
in the country now. So
So yeah, so I
fine.
got robbed, and it was whatever. And they took my wallet, but I had a fake wallet because I had a wallet with my fake ID and my club card. I got a I got a real marijuana card with my fake ID because I wanted. So I would go to the
for
dispensaries.
your glaucoma
For my back.
back, right?
So I would go to the dispensaries and buy the weed and then sell it at the schools because they liked the weed from the dispensaries. It was supposed to be better from the club. So the kids who robbed me, I saw one of them 2 years ago, and I was in a brand new, nice ass Cadillac, fucking every option. It had the heated seats, it had the blowjob machine, it had everything.
Blowjob
And
machine.
yeah, no, it's. Anyways,
Which Kim was like, "What?
what
Why,
car?
how come I don't have one?" Cunnilingus button.
So
I hate that word.
I'm
by
Can
the
I
way.
order it on
I don't like
Amazon?
that
I'm
word.
driving down the street, and it's a rainy day, and I see one of the kids waiting at the bus stop. And I'm like, I could get out the car and just beat the shit out
of
this
him.
kid. I'm
Or
like,
run him over.
no, you know what? It's raining. I'm going to double around. I circled around, and there was a huge puddle, and I splashed the shit out of him. And he looked, and he got all wet, and I rolled down my window, and I said, I hope that gram was worth it, you broke motherfucker.
Good.
Wow.
And that was that.
Did that make you feel better?
It did make me feel a lot
I
better.
love that.
See, that's his dad, so I don't do that.
See, I'm like you, Kim.
See, I posted
It's
that
a male
on-
thing.
I
Yeah.
posted that whole thing.
I remember you
a very
telling me.
detailed thing on Facebook about what I did and how I did that, and your comment was very different from what you just
Was
said
it?
right now. You kind of praised it.
No.
Yeah, you praised
No.
it, and you were
No,
like
I
that.
did
Yes,
not,
you did.
Cameron.
I could
I
pull
can't-
it up.
So,
I could pull it up,
well,
and then
I-
or
well,
must
it's
have been
you
high.
have to be a mom, and
yeah.
you have to. It's a fine
But
line, right?
he's just trying to be funny because he knows that I always teach him to do the right thing.
right. No,
And
I know.
He knows. And sometimes he doesn't. And in that instance, he didn't. Because
Well-
I wouldn't have.
What would you have
splashed him.
done?
I would have just rode
his
by
ass.
him. No, I would have just rode by him.
Why?
Because I wouldn't be mad then. I have
I
to.
wasn't mad.
No, but
just
I,
was
that's
like,
that's the
you're
point
waiting for
though.
the
Like
bus.
I'm over it now. It's
Oh,
clear that
and-
the motherfucker's not doing well. He's
yeah.
taking a bus, and I'm in a Cadillac. Certainly, I'm winning.
Right.
already.
Another one, it's funny you say this, another one of the kids I saw a year ago, he worked at the Rouse by my house.
I remember you telling me
And
that.
I saw him and he saw me, and I was like, I could completely just fuck his whole job up. But I was like, no, this is even better because he's going to have to say it in about 2 seconds. And he said it. Paper or plastic?
I like that. See, sometimes the universe takes
That's
care
what
of
I'm
itself.
saying.
Yeah,
so that's
right.
why you don't
Like-
have to.
Yeah,
God will take
but
care
in
of
show
it.
business, it's a little different. I've been
is.
screwed so many times in show business.
You have.
You know what I mean? Just cheated over and walked over, and but sometimes they do get it.
But
It
it's-
comes around.
Show business is shitty.
Show business is
Fucking-
really. Why are we still here?
But I like that what you said earlier. Now we can take more control.
Right.
Because now I don't have to make some whack ass agent sign me who doesn't know the first thing about anything.
Right.
You know what I mean?
They're like fresh out of college.
Yeah.
And everything's nepotism.
yeah,
and
they're watching what's like they don't have an original thought in their brain.
no.
Right? So
They don't.
And that's what's sad.
It is.
Now and I feel bad for those people that steal or they're unoriginal because it's like you're trying to pursue something that you clearly shouldn't be doing.
Yeah, it's not your
and then you
lane.
have to
It's not yours.
steal. It's like, oh my god, because I don't know. When people
Jason
tell me,
Stewart?
"What if someone
No.
steals your material?" It's like I don't.
Well-
then I don't care. I'll think of some new shit.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm a creative, so I got
Exactly.
jokes. I'll never run out of shit to say.
Yeah.
But there
Have
used
it.
to be, wasn't there kind of a code? I mean, there was sort of a known
Well, there
thing.
still is.
There is
You
a
don't
code.
steal
You
from
don't.
comedians.
There still is,
don't.
but people do it.
still do it.
Yeah.
Carlos Mencia.
See,
He
no, what
stole,
happened to him?
He
He had a
stole
series.
one of
Yeah.
my
He went down.
jokes.
See?
He did one of my jokes. I was opening for him in Dallas, Texas Improv. And he did my joke after I did it, but like tried to.
Oh, the one where you were giving birth to me. Yeah, and it didn't work because it was like, how the fuck did you give birth, Carlos? You know what I mean?
But you
No,
see,
but it
but-
was like a throwaway. I can't remember that. And I remember saying it afterwards, and he was like, "Well, it's not the same thing." I go, "Yeah, but you just like change. It was the idea was mine." He goes, "Whatever. I don't know what
but
you're
that's
talking
also
about."
the sexism that you experienced as a female.
Yeah, and he didn't
in comedy.
He was back then like I wasn't where he was big time, so I was lucky to be opening.
What's
for
he
him.
doing now?
Actually, I have a funny story.
Yeah.
Let's rag
about
on
Mr.
him.
Mancia. Okay, so
I did his bad TV show.
Oh, you
Remember
did?
that sketch show?
Mind
Yes.
Mancia.
Actually,
yeah, that bullshit.
Mind
Somewhere right
Mancia.
up here.
Yeah.
One of those
Yeah.
studios.
It was like the knockoff Chappelle show.
Yeah.
After Dave stopped
Yeah.
doing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I played a homeless guy.
Really?
What a
I can't
stretch.
see- I don't
What a
see
stretch.
it. I don't see it.
But he was
Yeah.
not very nice.
He's not nice.
He was very mean.
Yeah, very
and
condescending.
And Karma's a bitch.
his weight fluctuated
Yep.
a
I
lot.
worked at Key Chevy for 3 years. Three years. I worked there for 3 years, and there was this, 2010 Camaro. It was souped up, but it was like souped up back in 2010. So the vents and shit were falling off. All the shit it looked like it was nice like 8 years ago, and
When
it was
he peaked.
and it was sitting in
Yeah.
the service drive. And I'm like, why has this fucking Camaro been sitting here for like a week? And one of the desk managers like, he was like, see, this is what I told you. This is what comedy's going to get you. I was like, what do you mean? He was like, that's Carlos Mancia's car. I was like, so why is it sitting there? He was like, he couldn't
can't
afford
pay
the
to
bill.
get it.
So his Camaro
Ouch.
was sitting
See,
at
so
Key
I don't need
Chevy
to
for until he
throw
could pay the
salt
bill.
in the wound.
No.
That's
Well,
enough
I
right
do.
there.
So
that's a bitch.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
That's a bitch.
Well, that's karma.
Yeah.
That's just really big time
So-
karma.
But if you do, which I tell Cameron and my daughter, if you in your heart really try to do right by people, then you don't have to worry about all
Right.
that.
Right.
But
you
if
just
you're not,
don't.
yeah.
But what I do now, I don't know if you do this. I don't know if this is age or whatever. I just call people on their shit immediately. I don't
got
have
to.
Immediately,
I don't have
yes.
time.
It has
Yep.
nothing to do with
Because-
the age.
And you don't have to do it
It's just called
rude.
being
You just
real.
do it.
You just do it
Yep.
because ultimately you were going to have to end up doing it anyway,
Anyway.
but it might take years later. But now I just go, oh, you know what? That's not
Yeah.
going to happen.
Yeah.
Not working for me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That- yeah.
right. Cut that out right
And
now. or you-
sometimes they've never been called on their stuff,
So
and
they're like,
oh,
wow, I like you.
or they're like,
Well,
fuck you,
yeah.
and I don't need more friends anyway.
No.
So I
At
I don't
at
have
my
time.
age, I try to avoid people.
right.
Anyway, like the friends I have, so I don't.
Well, first of all, you can't
I do.
That's true.
you can't have
Don't
friends.
I, Cameron?
Yeah,
You can't have
show up a
friends in
friend
LA.
calling, I don't feel like talking to her right now. She
Yeah, I'll
talks
just-
too much.
just-
Oh,
Sorry.
decline is the best
Yeah.
thing
Just
on the
all
iPhone.
of that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, we have a what? Wait,
Sorry,
Yeah,
hold on.
I'm going through the canyon.
voicemail. Yeah. For the next
can't
5
hear
years,
you.
bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the good thing about LA, because of all the traffic now, you really have an excuse never
So
to see
many.
people.
Yeah.
Like if you live in the valley and someone else lives on the other side of town,
Yeah, no.
It's like no, because
You can't do that.
Traffic and
No.
just another time.
people ask
Well,
me.
here's the thing, though. When people go, yeah, let's just get together, or we should get together. Like, I just want to go, why?
We can
bitch?
talk on the phone.
No, but why? Like, it's been 10 years and everything's been fine. What do I need to get together
What would be
with
the
you?
point?
Yeah, what are we going to talk about?
We're just going to rehash the
Yeah.
same old stuff, right?
And then I
What-
reach out to comedians,
Oh, it's like actors.
because I'm trying to get back in, and crickets.
Tumbleweeds.
So I might have to do this shit pretty much on my own coming back.
Well, you're not you're not going to have any problems once people start seeing you again.
Well, no, I can get help with getting a call to go to the Comedy Store, and then I'll walk up to Jamie Masada at the Laugh Factory myself and
Is he
be
still
like,
running that place?
Yes, and he's always there, and he used to like me back
Yeah.
in the day.
Yeah. Well, they all liked you
Well,
back in the day.
So, but I'm trying to get a tight 5 minutes, and
Okay.
I'm almost there.
Has your comedy?
It's changed
Yeah. How would you say it's evolved now in terms of
more. I don't give a crap.
right?
More real. More real.
because you didn't give a crap then.
I know, but more. Like,
well, because you've had more shit to not give crap
and
about.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Isn't
But
that
you-
cold in here?
No. I know because I just didn't. I was already
Oh,
late.
well, it's L.A. It's got very cold. You want like a hot beverage to sip on? You know those women that are like,
Yeah. Oh,
"Ooh,
I'm so cold.
If I could
That's
just
because she hasn't eaten in 5
yeah,
weeks.
have something besides a Tic Tac,
Yeah.
you skinny
Yeah.
whore." I love those women. Like, I haven't eaten. Well, you
that's not
binge.
attractive.
Like,
I don't know.
Well, eat
For all
so
the
your
women out
face isn't
there-
so transparent. You can
all
see
the-
their veins.
quit vomiting.
Yeah, but all the women out there that are doing all that shit to be super skinny, I don't know. Men don't want
No.
a woman that's
Well,
skinny. We
because
want a
women
real woman
will-
with curves and
'cause
want
women
another one,
will-
something
Something to
hug
hold
and-
on to.
yeah.
Yeah, because women
You know?
will pretty much, a lot of LA women will sleep with any man. Doesn't matter what he looks like if his pockets are fat.
Uh-huh.
So,
Yeah.
why does he have to go to the gym and get rid of his 5
They
guns?
don't have to.
He just,
Men
as soon
don't.
as he pulls up in the Tesla or the Bentley, they're like,
Even
just-
if it's
no, his
leased and
stomach's
can't
not
afford
that
it.
bad. I mean,
Yeah.
I just don't look at it. I just look like in his eyes instead.
But Cameron, as a straight man in the room, there is this syndrome that I'm a little jealous of a lot of straight guys because they can look like, Orson Welles, and they'll be like, "I'm all right. I'm not. I got it
Who's
going on
Orson
today."
Welles?
Oh, see,
Yeah, you got to do it.
I'm gonna Google that. Shit.
Yeah, it's funny.
Louis Anderson.
Yeah,
I don't
Louis.
know.
Nope,
no?
too old.
Orson.
Nope, keep
Who's
going.
somebody? Kim, help me. They can look like Harvey Weinstein. Do you know
Okay,
who that is?
okay,
Yeah.
I know. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's.
But even Harvey, I bet, still looks in the mirror and thinks, "You know what?
Yeah, he
I'm not
does.
so bad.
Clearly, he was.
I got it going
Yeah.
on." But gay men don't do that, or women are told they look like shit, and they feel bad about themselves.
Yeah,
But I
no,
don't know what-
she told me, she called me at 12:50 saying she was like 5 minutes away, and I was in my underwear, and I was like, "Oh, okay,
Oh.
so now it's time to get ready," and I got ready and got
Yeah, but
dressed
we
and
were
go
late.
out.
So
Well,
But,
it's
it
not
takes
camera.
me 2 seconds.
You weren't going to be on camera, so you have to put
Even
your
if I was,
eyelashes
though,
on and
you know.
all that stuff.
Yeah,
Makeup.
so I know, I get what you're saying, because we kind of just are this, there's no,
Yeah.
and you don't really have to put a lot of effort into going out,
Yeah.
and getting dulled.
well, you don't at my age either because no one pays attention to you.
You think that?
No, I know that.
You think
Trust
That's
me.
why I moved to Palm Springs.
Yeah,
I aged
in
out
Palm
of
Springs,
LA.
I would be the bomb diggity.
Oh, you're chicken.
Hello.
Yeah.
Not here though in LA.
Yeah.
I don't care how great I think I look. As
You
soon
still
as I,
look really young.
Whatever, honey. Trust me. I know.
So, Cameron, I'll tell you how I met your mom. So, Rodney Van Johnson was
Yes.
doing a pilot. I swear it was right here, too. One of
it
these
was
studios.
right around here.
Yeah. And he played a sports
Yes.
agent. And there's 2 moments in that thing. First of all, I was sitting there with Michael
Eddie.
Tricco, and I looked down and I saw this gorgeous woman. I thought, "Oh my God, is that Halle Berry? Who the hell is
My
that?"
My hair
Mom?
was short.
Hair was
Say it
short.
like you
No.
See his face? My
No,
mom?
mom was Halle Berry, right? So that was a highlight, and the low light was that poor Gary Coleman had one line
Yes.
as a jockey. Remember,
Gary Coleman.
Yeah.
they let him off from
What you
Fox
talking about,
Hills
Willis?
Mall, his security guard. Remember, to come over and play. And he had one line, and that was the saddest moment. I almost killed
It was
myself.
sad. It was sad. I felt, and he was trying to get like attention, and everybody was
And Rodney
looking
wasn't
down
even
on
nice
him,
to
like,
him.
Who is this
Yeah,
guy? Rodney thought he was already
star.
The star,
right.
yeah.
And he didn't even.
That was
get-
my first. He didn't like me then yet though.
Oh,
I was.
that's right.
He was still on the fence with me.
Fence.
Yeah,
You were
I was
trying
still
out.
testing.
You were
Yeah.
being tried out.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
That's how.
When I got my development deal is when he decided. Yeah,
I think
I might keep her.
Yeah.
Well, that was Brandon Tartikoff.
Tartikoff,
God rest
yeah.
his soul.
God rest his soul. He was amazing.
Rodney and Eddie and I went in and pitched a show at New
did?
World one time. Yeah.
Yeah, New World. It
Yeah.
was New World.
Over on
Yeah, he gave me a deal.
Sepulveda or somewhere over there. Yeah.
He wrote in his book something really nice. Like
He was a great guy.
He was.
Died way too young.
Yeah, he did.
Cancer.
And he believed in me.
He
I feel
really
like if he
did.
lived, I would have been famous because it was going that way. But then he died, and then no one else had the zest for me like he did. And I was too busy chasing Rodney to worry about
But
the
see,
fucking...
look, if you would have got famous, you would have only had me, and there'd be no Aspen.
I know.
Because you wouldn't have been at that Starbucks.
Exactly.
So,
Well, part
there's
of
a reason.
the thing is you were smart to raise your kids and be a mother, and
That's
you
what
know,
I did.
You made a choice.
She
which is
didn't
the
know.
right-
She didn't make the choice. It just kind of,
Well, I kind of did.
you didn't have a choice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, my dad kind of went off and did his own thing.
Well, yeah,
so-
but that's what I'm saying.
that's
so
what men
You were
do.
just stuck with me.
Yeah, I couldn't go on the road because
Yeah.
Nana moved. Remember,
Yeah.
I had to babysit until she moved,
Yeah.
and that you're
Yeah,
right, Cam.
so-
Well,
yeah, I didn't have a
mothers are
choice.
always.
Yeah.
I didn't
they
have a
to-
choice.
They have to make that choice.
It wasn't
And-
like his dad was going to be like, no, you go this week, I'll go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you.
I would call his dad and be like, who's this? I'm sorry.
But you
who?
did a lot being a single mother. You were able to still juggle a
tried,
hell of
yeah.
a lot.
And
I used to
that's
bring him
where
to work with me.
The Comedy Store. And that's, I used to write
Every
jokes
weekend.
for Eddie Griffin.
Yeah.
And if it was funny, he'd give me $20.
Which
and if
meant
it
we had
wasn't
gas.
funny,
Right.
if it wasn't funny, he wouldn't pay me. So I would literally, I was 3-4 years old trying to think of some funny shit because I was like, I want that $20.
And now
that
is
was
Eddie,
back in
is Eddie
99,
writing for
so
you
20
now?
No.
But that what, and
But-
he would sometimes have $60 in his pocket because Eddie would keep them while I went on stage.
So you've always been a real hustler,
Yeah,
entrepreneur
always
in the best sense.
always.
Wow.
And
Always.
I guess that's what you can say. I started my comedy
He was
career
just fearless
when
and-
back
Yeah,
there writing
yeah.
jokes for Eddie Griffin at 3 and 4.
Yep.
And you also act, right?
I
And
do.
Eddie
I
and
do.
Eddie would be like, "Nah, motherfucker." And I was like, "Eddie, can you not say motherfucker to my son? He's only 4. This motherfucker knows what I'm talking about. This is my motherfucking nigga. Nigga, that shit wasn't funny. Do it again.
Do it again.
And I mean, that's how he used to talk to Cameron.
Well, it was good.
Yeah, it was good.
What is all that anyway? Like, let's shield the kids from
Yeah, no.
reality.
They're gonna hear it anyways.
Come on,
that's
he's-
the thing.
yeah.
Is like they're gonna go to school.
They're
And
gonna
once
see-
you go to school, even the kids that were sheltered, I remember, because she'd be getting called in the office, and because it was my fault that I said this word, and now this kid knows it, and it's like that's the fucking
It's
world.
good timing.
So,
He knows it.
you know,
Like his parents
yeah.
weren't saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, no, I did a lot of shit, but I just would tell my kids. I'm not trying
No.
to act like the shit, like I wasn't passed out in my vomit.
You're doing
like
them a
wake up the next day
disservice.
like nothing happened, like the movie with Mary Tyler Moore and other people's.
Yeah,
whatever. It was
ordinary
like
people.
I would have to sit him down and go, okay, look, I threw up because when you put vodka and lime juice and olives in a glass and you drink
Drink
like
it.
12 of them
And you haven't eaten 4
and
days.
you don't eat, you just get drunk.
That's what
And
happens.
that's when your kid just starts riding his bike at 12:30 at night in Burbank.
yeah.
And then
I
where
remember I would love that
the problem
though, because,
neighbors.
because she would. I always had rules. Like when she was sober, she would be like, she was good.
I was a
you
good
know,
mom.
Come
Right,
in
that's how
before
my
the
mom
lights.
was.
Yeah.
When it gets dark outside, don't go past this street. Don't go past that street. But when she would get drunk, I'd be like, hell yeah! I go get my scooter. All my niggas were playing outside. It's 9:30, 10 o'clock.
Because he played with he
Going
was
out-
with
yeah.
all the older kids.
Yeah.
Right.
So I would go and we'd be chilling, and I'd be like,
16,
"Your mom said
17.
yeah." I'd be like, "Yeah," and I remember because they knew, and they were so they would come and ask her, and they're like, they would be like, "You can
She was
come?"
the cool mom.
Yeah, well, but if I wanted to go somewhere, they would be like, "Well, did your mom say you can come?" Because it's 11:30 at night, and I'm like, "Yeah," she said, "Fine." So
She's
they would come in
fine.
and ask, and they'd be like, "Kim, he can go to Taco Bell," and she'd be like, "Yeah, Taco Bell." I'm
Well,
like, "All right."
My mom drank for many, many years too, and I used to use that to my advantage also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when I wanted her to cuss the teacher out at school, I'd come home and tell her what the teacher said to me, and she would march her ass over there and be like, "Bitch, I will rip your hair out of your head." And I'd stand behind her and be like,
Yeah.
then I got an F
me.
anyway.
That was
But
me.
that's you learn how to.
I would go to parent teacher with a big gulp of fucking Miller Lite and just be sipping it, looking at his shit like, "Oh, that's nice, babe. When did you make that? You made it with clay. Oh, okay.
That's fantastic. Well, Cameron, the fact that you grew up in L.A.
Yeah.
in show business and you survived and you're doing as great as you are, bravo.
Yeah.
Right?
Thank you. Thank you.
That's a testament. So the point of that is there's no such thing as bad parenting.
No,
No.
just be yourself.
Just be yourself.
And
'Cause
love.
I feel like I had the best parents in the world
Right.
from what they did, and I wouldn't take anything back
honest.
because that's who I am.
Be
That
forgiving.
made me.
Right.
So if I didn't have that, I wouldn't be me, and I like me. So,
Right. And you're not like crying in the corner
he's
about
he's a great son.
Yeah.
He's the best son.
Yeah.
We have a
So-
great relationship. And
Do you think you'll ever marry again?
who, him?
No, you.
Oh, me.
She never got
I've-
married. huh?
No, well.
No.
Oh, that's right.
I never
Actually,
I've been engaged 3 times
Oh, wait
and
a
never got
minute.
married.
Good
That's
you
right.
didn't marry any of them, though.
Yeah.
Because that was, especially the last one.
was
Oh,
the
my
last
God. Dr.
Four?
Webb.
oh, wait, who?
Dr. Webb. Well, he wasn't a real
he was
doctor.
he pretended to be a doctor and had all my friends and
Yeah.
everybody call him Dr. Webb, and because he had a doctorate, who knew in the fuck what, and come to find out, because I was a snooper. And I knew he was
You need
lying.
to be a snooper.
And I checked his email. He sent away for it and just
On
paid
the-
like
the
$20
Bahamas?
and had the thing saying, yeah, it wasn't real. He didn't.
He like catfished you?
I mean, now you can even someone can have a Harvard degree, and I can go on Photoshop and change it
Yeah.
and put my name,
Yep.
and then go pay $40-$50 at
Yep.
some nice printing spot, and frame that motherfucker, and there
Yeah.
I do. I got a
And that's what
PhD
this guy-
from Harvard.
That's what he
and
did.
it's just a piece of paper sitting on my wall in my office, and you're gonna believe that shit.
Well, he's like that's like a Dateline episode.
They were all.
It's not worth it.
Rodney was.
Rodney's
cool.
a good guy.
Rodney's a really good guy. We just weren't.
Timing. Everything is timing.
Yeah, it's timing.
You were too
But,
young, too.
Too young and too ambitious and I had a child and he didn't. Like a lot.
Yeah.
But he's a good guy.
Rodney's a great
he
guy.
really is. And we love him.
Rodney.
We love Rodney.
In case Rodney.
I remember that
Yeah.
one time he gave
We
me
rag
a
on
whooping,
you,
though.
Rodney, but
But
you
we
rag
do.
on to me too.
But we
so-
always did. Remember
Yes,
when
that
he used
was
to get
always-
mad at us because
yes.
we used to sing show tunes,
didn't
walking
like that.
into because he had all gay neighbors
All
and he
gay
was the
in-
manager
in West Hollywood.
Yeah.
and they all wanted to hit on him.
Yeah.
he was mad. I never hit on
Yeah.
him. Right.
And he
You
used to get
remember
so
when he
mad
gave me
at
a
us.
whooping, and I knew. I was like, all right, bitch, you're going to give me a whooping. But I was like, I'm telling my dad, oh, my God. And I knew it.
He
The
spanked
minute-
him.
Yeah.
He spanked you?
He
Yeah.
spanked, and I told my dad, and
I know.
it was bad.
That was bad.
He
And I
couldn't
was
go
like,
to the,
I didn't
the
give you
Hollywood
permission to
Y to
spank
play
him.
basketball. He couldn't do shit because my dad was like, if I see you anywhere, you put my hands on my son, I'm ripping your fucking head
Yeah, he
off.
took
And
that upon himself.
He
Yeah.
was.
I'm sure he
mad.
regrets- he
He
would
was
do-
like,
that's-
fucking put your hands on
Yeah,
my
I think
son,
now.
nigga.
But
was-
he was also really good with you. And
He was.
He didn't
He
know
was.
any better
I
because
know.
he didn't have kids. So
Yeah.
I didn't.
But you don't whoop someone else's
He didn't
kid.
whoop you, Cameron. He spanked your butt a couple of times. It's not like you had black and blue bruises.
Well, at
All right,
that-
but I'm a 4 or 5 year old little
no,
boy.
you were too, honey.
Okay,
And-
I'm 2.
Yeah,
and
you were-
there's
you
a
were
grown
only
man
two. That's even worse.
putting
Yeah.
his hand on my butt.
Yeah.
Well,
That's not good.
Okay,
No.
well.
It's different now.
You gotta
don't
let
care.
it go. See, I'm worried that he's gonna pay Rodney back and do something.
Who, me?
Yeah, I'm just
What am I
kidding.
gonna
Remember
do?
what we
I
talked
saw
about
Rodney
earlier
at my
with
show,
revenge? I know. I'm
yeah.
just kidding. I'm kidding.
No, it's good.
I'm kidding.
All right,
It's
well,
all
first
good.
of all,
Rodney's wonderful.
we should have booked 3 hours because
I know.
this hour
is
has
fun.
flown by.
It's so much
but
fun.
It's
I
been
want-
an hour?
It's already been it's been an hour at least. We
Yeah.
went over, which is good.
Good.
But I want you to come back anytime.
Yeah.
Of course, again, this coming Tuesday, and
It's Tuesday.
this
At
is
the Ha-Ha
this is
in North
listened to
Hollywood.
at different times, but
Yeah. Tuesday, December 4th at 8:45 p.m. at
And
the
then-
Ha-Ha,
and then-
4712 Lancashire.
every Tuesday once a month after
Yeah,
that.
the
Yeah,
first
the first
Tuesday of
Tuesday of the
every
month.
month.
And you're going to be looking out for Kim Tavares going back to the Comedy Store, and
And I'll be doing his room on
You're gonna
Tuesday.
be-
Yeah, she'll be
Yeah.
in my room Tuesday.
And
With
you have some
Sherry
great-
Shepherd,
Sherry
Mark
Shepherd.
Curry.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Mark
there's-
Curry.
Yeah. It's a
Yeah.
good. I get a good lineup.
You get a good lineup, and they can find out when they go on your Instagram
And on my
who's going to
Instagram.
be.
Yeah.
Exactly.
There'll be
Perfect.
I'm posting it actually when I leave here. I'm posting the flyer, so you'll see everybody.
Oh, perfect. Well, everyone, you can also go to my website, jaspercole.com, and we sort of are sort of doing away with the one-on-one pages, and we want to push the traffic over to Jasper Cole Says, SAYS, on Instagram, Twitter, a pigeon can
I
drop
love
down
that.
and fly on top of you, whatever. But yeah, that
Jasper
way.
says, I like that.
Yeah, Jasper Cole says,
Jasper Cole
SAYS.
says.
Twitter, Instagram,
SAYS.
and then Facebook is Jasper Cole. Anyway, I love you guys.
I love you
Thank you
too.
so
Thank
much
you
for
for
doing
having
this.
us,
Thank you, Jasper.
This
Dennis
is fun.
says hi, by the way.
Dennis, hi.
Hi,
Yeah.
Dennis.
Yeah.
And Dara. Hi, Dara, too.
Dara.
and
Ralph,
Dennis.
my
And
co-host.
Ralph. Yes. Yes.
Oh, and I
his
want to
mom.
I want
Happy birthday.
Say
She just had a birthday.
Ralph's husband Michael passed away 2 weeks ago from liver cancer.
Wait, the one he just got married to?
Yeah, he died
Oh,
the day before Thanksgiving. And,
I'm
Ralph
so
was my co-host
sorry.
here for many, many years.
I know.
So, Ralph, we love you. And
I'm so sorry, Ralph.
Yeah, Michael has been on my show because Michael loved reality shows like I do, Ratchet reality shows. So we would get together and
That's
talk about that. I
sad.
know we're losing people.
He just posted. I thought it was their anniversary. I didn't realize.
And then his mom just had her 90th birthday.
She's
Happy
fabulous.
birthday, Rose.
Happy birthday, Rose.
Yes. Anyway,
Thank you, Jasper. We love
love
you
you
so
guys.
much.
Until next time, peace out, everyone. Take care. Bye.
Thanks for checking out One-on-One with Jasper Cole. Check out past episodes and get the latest as they're released. Subscribe today on iTunes, Stitcher, and YouTube.